Hey Rachel.
And Dallas.
We just recently figured out that we were marriage experts. Yep.
We are like top notch.
We are here to give you some advice about your marriage because you're newlyweds, so you probably don't know how to do things very well. We're gonna give you some advice because we're experts. As previously mentioned.
Top notch.
Our first piece of advice is when you get married, expect it to be easy because it is, and you'll probably never have any really hard times. I don't really know why in the marriage vows they put in, for better or for worse. I don't know why they do that because there is never any worse moments. It's always the best. Just go into it with a closed mind and thinking that it is gonna be completely easy because
it is.
It is. It is.
Happy times from here on out.
Happy days are coming soon and they'll be here forever. Happy days are coming soon and they'll be here forever now that you're married.
Advice number 2. Don't, under any circumstances, be yourself. Oh my gosh. You have to be what each of you want each other to be. Marriage won't work if you just go off and be yourself. You go giggling and prancing around. You can't do that. You have to do what Dallas wants you to do. You know what Dallas wants her to do?
So the moral of the story is never, ever. Right. Never. Advice number 3. Do not
let the dog know you have food.
Do not compromise. No, nay, never. You, Rachel, and you, Dallas, you stand up for what you believe in, even if it's different from what your spouse believes in. You need to have your own opinion, and you need to push it on your spouse as much as you can to try to make them see it your way and only your way. Never! What is it, Laura? Never what? What is it? Never let him order for you. Never let him order for you.
Number 4.
No PDA! Oh man! Do not touch each other. Ever. Especially
when wedding night.
Oh my gosh.
No one wants to see that.
If I see you touching each other,
kissing?
even a little, oh gosh, even a little bit, I'm leaving.
They have a veil, right? I mean, not like a veil, but like a curtain. They kiss each other at the end. Like they open the curtain after they kiss.
I hope so, because I do not want to see any of that going on.
At all.
I mean, you are married. You okay? You need to learn how to physically not be attracted to each other. Newlyweds do not show PDA. Your time to show PDA was before you were married.
You're married now. That's like gross.
Yeah.
That's like,
especially for newlyweds. Yeah, maybe when you get in your 50s and 60s you can show PDA because you've been married for 30 years, but right now,
you've got nothing.
My motto is keep room for Jesus. Like Laura and me right now, we have room for Jesus right here. And we will not get closer to each other because then Jesus can't be there. That's what you should do.
Our 5th piece of advice, Cinco, is morning breakfast. Let me explain. As we all know, Rachel, you are grumpy. Grumpy fart. Sorry for the F word language there, my bad. Oh, the best way to get over that morning grumpiness is while you're eating your Cocoa Puffs and Captain Crunch is talk through the grumpiness. And continue to talk, even as you're butting heads. Okay, just continue to work at it. While you're butting heads, you should probably mention what your spouse did the previous night that probably made you a little angry. And bringing that up while you're butting heads.
I do that a lot.
You know, that will solve all of your problems.
Like one time.
When I met you, girl, my heart went knock, knock. Now them butterflies in my stomach won't stop.
Me and Laura, because we're married pretty much. I mean,
Well, we've got Jesus too.
So one time,
Always making time for you. I'ma tell you one time. I'ma tell you one time.
it was like, well, I guess this wasn't morning really. It was like 11 o'clock at night. So pretty much morning. It was close.
It's like 11:30.
And we were sitting there eating our Captain Crunch. And Laura was in a grumpy, dumpy, pumpy mood. You were! I said to her, you know what? Today, earlier this evening, you didn't put the toilet seat down after you went pee. And she said, you know what? I didn't! And then she wasn't grumpy anymore. Ever again. She's never been grumpy after that. That was like, yeah, last night. So, in case you can't remember all of the pieces of advice that we gave to you, we are going to now give you a summary of the points so you can get them in your head because you will need these to make your marriage work. Number uno, do expect marriage to be very easy.
Number 2, do not, under any circumstances, be yourself.
Number 3, do not compromise.
Or let the dog know you have food.
Right, that's the other part.
Number 4, no PDA.
AKA, leave room for Jesus. Okay? Okay, leave room for Jesus. That sounds good, yeah? Number 5,
Morning breakfast.
morning breakfast. Okay, and now we just have a couple phrases for you that I'm sure you've heard before because I've been hearing them since before I was born. But we're just going to remind you of them so that you can remember them and remember them as long as you live to remember. To remember all the things that we say.
A flower a day makes the baby stay away. Or good compost.
Dallas!
Chicks dig the Amish look.
The early bride catches the worm.
You can have your cake up your nose and eat it too.
And lastly, a penny saved is a penny to put into a chimney. I forgot the last part of that one. So now you know, and now you will remember for all the time to come.
We weren't doing that one.